In this clip, we're going to be walking through automating the transformations of data using PowerQuery. So in this example, I have a CSV file, which is a credit card statement. And as you can see, when we open this file up, it's pretty basic data. So we have the card number, transaction date, the merchant, and the amount. We're going to connect to the file, where they're going to make transformations to the data. What this is going to allow us to do is if we have a new credit card statement next month, we'll be able to refresh the PowerQuery and have those steps applied to the same data. So getting started with this, we'll just go to the Data tab, Get Data, and select from our file. So from here, we'll just navigate to our directory and pull up our data, our CSV file. We'll then get this preview. So what I'm going to do here is go to the bottom right and select Transform Data. Alright, so this is going to launch PowerQuery. So now we have the data in here, and now we can make our transformations to this data. So let's kind of go through here and take a look. So for example, if we want to break this merchant out with both the ID and the name, what we can do is just select this column. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of different options here. So you can kind of go through here and try out a few of these. So we're going to be selecting split column by delimiter. So as you can see, you can use any custom delimiter. So if you have any weird punctuation or specific value, you can just type that value in and split the text. We can now rename our columns. So we'll say merchant ID, merchant name. So you can also do custom columns. So let's just say, for example, we wanted to extract the month from this transaction date. We could come over here, go to the add column from examples. We could name this month, and from here we could just start entering the months. So 1, 1, 1. As you can see, it already picked up on it. So it's a nice example on how you can do that. So as you can see here, you pretty much have the ability to transform the data. So maybe you don't want the card number, you could remove this column. So as you can see, we've made a couple changes here. You can also filter this data. So if you wanted to remove something or exclude or include something, you have the ability to filter. If we now go back to our View tab, we can select Query Settings. And this is going to be showing us the different steps that we're applying to our data. So as you can see, if you click on this, it's going to, starting from the top, you'll be able to look at this formula bar and actually see what's happening. So this is pulling our CSV. We're saying then promote the headers. So this is kind of already all built in for some of these. We started here where we split the columns by delimiter. You also can select this gearbox to go back and maybe make modifications or just view what the step was. You can see we renamed some columns, so on and so forth. Inserted the month column here. So what we can now do is we can go back to home and close and load. So this is going to load our new table. As you can see now, we have this new table that we just transformed with PowerQuery. So the nice thing about this is now, like let's say, like for example, next month comes along and you have a new bank statement. What you can do is you can just replace the old file, or you could even do an option of pulling from folder where it just merges all the data together. If you want just one though, you could just replace the file. You can come back here, go to your Data tab, and then just select Refresh, and it will repopulate and transform the data in the same manner. So hopefully that helps. Thanks.